Drama continues with Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber's son, Jack Blues, finally face exposed. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy bestie, you have found me. You guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new here, the whole vibe feels like we're on a FaceTime call and we're just hanging out, keeping each other company. You guys, happy Sunday. I am so grateful and thankful to spend the day with you all. And guess what, you guys? I know that Sunday blues are a real thing, okay? Trust and believe, I know. So I thought we could do something fun in this video. And towards the end, I have a couple surprises for you. So stay tuned for that. Just a little entertainment, a little extra entertainment on this Sunday. Just stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned. Anyways, listen, so we're going to continue the conversation of Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber and their son, Jack Blues Bieber's face exposed in their recent trip to Tokyo and how this is dividing the internet. So you guys know how I feel about this. I did a video yesterday talking about this, and basically I feel as, like, very simple, girl. I don't think children belong on the internet, okay? That's just how I see things. If you decide to not share your child on the internet, and I think that the world should respect that. And the conversation that is being had is basically that, oh, well, they're celebrities. This is what they signed up for, and this is what they get. If they didn't want this extra attention, then you know what? Don't be famous. That narrative and that conversation is being spread like wildfire. A lot of people are talking and agreeing with this. And I could see both sides to this. I understand that when you're a celebrity, you do give up a lot of your freedom and your privacy. And unfortunately, and I say unfortunately because I do think that there are times where your privacy is overstepped horribly and it is very disrespected. For example, when you're carrying your baby like Britney Spears did back in the 2000s and you have 100,000 paparazzis in your face blinding you with flashes, and then you trip and the baby almost falls, and what happens? You get blamed for it. You're sitting in a restaurant crying because this just happened to you and there's still cameras in your face.
On the other way. Guys, get room, please. Get some room, please. Room, make room. Have that bag, please. Thank
Allie, give me a card.
So I do think that there are times where it's just overstepped and boundaries are definitely not respected. And when it comes to a child, if the celebrity is choosing to not show them, I don't understand what's so difficult about it. Just don't fucking show them. This picture is being spread and it is everywhere now, okay? And I'm getting pushback from some people saying, well, Sebastian, you spill pop culture, just fucking show it. Oh, now you all of a sudden feel bad for the Biebers? Listen, it doesn't matter if it's the Biebers, if it was Rihanna, if it was Barney, whoever, I don't give a damn who it is. I'm not going to share something that I personally feel that it's not cool and it goes against who I am and what I believe in. You guys know how I feel about children. I think that children are so sacred and we have to protect children. It doesn't matter who their parents are. I've also seen a lot of comments saying, well, I don't even like the Biebers, so why should I do this for them? And this and that and that and this. It doesn't matter who they are, you guys. The amount of disgusting monsters that are out there on the internet, we have seen it go down. We have seen all these people get caught with inappropriate messaging to young kids and this disgusting perversion that is out there. And not only that, but the bullying. A lot of children get bullied. I've seen Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy, get bullied. I've seen all of the celebrities' children get bullied, basically. And it is disgusting. So if you're a parent, wouldn't you want to protect your child? So it doesn't mean that I'm on a payroll. It doesn't mean that I blah, blah, blah. It means that I believe children should be honored, respected, and sacred. And I understand that when celebrities choose to be in this world, right, of being famous and being public figures, I get why some people are saying, well, they have no right to their privacy. I also saw a comment basically saying that if they see the picture, they're going to share it because it just is what it is. There are worse things that happen to children out there. Absolutely. And I have seen things and I've prevented things from going down. If you witness something that you shouldn't, that you know in your heart is wrong, don't you step in? Sometimes you don't even know who the parents are. There's many times that we have seen a lost child at a mall. You don't know who their parents are, what their parents believe in, or who they stand for, or, what part of political thing they are, or whatever. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? A child is sacred, period. So I just don't understand why it's such an outrage and how some people are even going about it saying, well, this is what they get. And Jack Blues is going to have to pay the price. The amount of mean, cruel energy that is surrounding the internet is crazy. One thing is that you can hate the Biebers. Go ahead, girl. Who cares? You can hate Selena. People hate Selena all day, every day. You can hate Britney. Hate all my favorites. I don't give a damn. Just because you hate someone doesn't mean that I'm going to hate him. Or just because you hate someone doesn't mean that it's going to change how I feel about them. So it doesn't work like that. But for me, it just feels so weird that people don't have any empathy. And, sharing the picture the way that people are just to get back at the Biebers because they don't like the Biebers really shows what a low vibrational just being that they are. I'm sorry if that offends anybody. For me, children are the most sacred beings in the world. And I think, this is more than just this picture. This is just in general that we have to protect children. And it's not even a conversation, and a lot of Bieber fans have thanked me and said, Sebastian, thank you for not sharing it. We thought you would because, you're Team Selena. I'm Team Human first, you guys. I am somebody that always tries to be the best version of myself. And I fail at times. I make mistakes. I say things that I shouldn't say. But at the end of the day, I believe in doing what's right. And for me, what's right is not to share that picture and also to defend, the decision of not sharing your child and things that we can do as the public to maybe help that, So I do encourage, if you see the picture, ask whoever posted to delete it, report that account. And I know that it sounds like this is like, because I've seen also comments like it's not that big of a deal. Maybe not to you, but you don't know what kind of threats they're getting also behind the scenes. Celebrities deal with threats every single day, okay? This is something that you may not know, but I've been in that world where I have done social media for certain celebrities, where I have sat in meetings, where I have been behind the scenes and things. And there are major security issues that happen every single day. We just don't know about them. So they could also be shielding their child because of these horrible threats that they might be getting. Celebrities get threats every single day. And there is one person hired in the security team to do the search throughout their social media to see if they can find any threats, if they can find anything, scary, anything that is setting off some alarms, you know what I mean? So it is very important for all of us to understand that while we might not think it's such a big deal, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And I would expect the same respect if tomorrow Selena has a baby and, she wants to shield the baby as well. And we can all come together to help that. It's not about the celebrity, it's about the child. So I don't know. I as somebody who's been through things when they're, as a child, I really, really, really just want to protect children at all costs. So that's all I got to say about this. What do you all think about this? Please join in the conversation. I love to hear from you all. I am so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. I don't take any of you guys for granted. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for all your love, your support, your generosity. I am so thankful and grateful. And here is just a little something to let's hang out today on this Sunday. Love you all. Mwah.